welcome. I'm behind the mic. Hello and welcome. This is Stanley Parable, an Ultra Deluxe. It is a first-person adventure game. Let's go. We both know a little bit about this. But still, how could we not? I never played it.
Alright, so I've heard 101 times about it from like random little like whatnot videos and like from other different YouTube channels. No, not at all. Like I've heard about it, but I just refuse and keep skipping it because I feel like this game would be funny. Until the computer's barely visible. I mean, I guess that's kind of barely visible.
And I've seen a few playthroughs, like, but like edited playthroughs, so like the content was cut.
Now I have to get a world clock.
Oh, hold on. It's 4:32, man.
I'm gonna set it for 4:33 because. Oh no, wait. 4. Because by the time I probably get over to 32, alright? I guess I'm wrong. I went too fast.
Yeah. Are you waiting for it to be turned to 33?
Stanley was first so bored he had to set his clock.
Okay, okay.
Oh, dude, there you go.
Alright.
I was just about to make another joke, too. You beat me to it. Sure.
Why are there loading screens? It's a PS5 version, man.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on the keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day, every month, of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-winning, Stanley relished every moment that the orders he made, as though he had been made exactly for this job. Stanley was happy.
Real talk, Stanley, I agree with you for the first 2 months.
Something very familiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened. This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Okay, you want to hear something really funny, actually, now looking at the environment?
What?
I love how much I've played Orange Box and Half-Life, because if you really think about this, guys, what if Stanley was in the Half-Life universe and just like, this was the day, man. Everything is going to crap and this was the guy in the office. Legitimately. Alien struck and Stanley's just chilling.
What if, yeah.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
You're right.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Oh yeah, because he said that, now I'm going to tap everything, literally. This is on you, director.
Already not trusting the narrator.
Why is there so many different doors in this place? Just curious here. Wait, there's a door open on that side. Maybe I can get over there. I'm telling you, man, this was the day in Half-Life everyone just started getting murked. Oh wait, we have coffee spill. We do have mysterious disappearance of people. I want to hold this cup. I think it says Stanley. I want to examine the cup.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
You know, you're lucky in my wizarding exam that actually when I had the choice of left or right, I did choose left. I'll agree with that. Not happy with you though. Did it change? No.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go
Tips for
up to
not
his
getting
boss's
fired,
office,
guys.
hoping he might
Oh, wait.
find an answer there.
Go back to the last slide. I was reading. You know what? I'll voice it over. Everything is okay. Yeah, make sure your slide has this big blue border up top. Some nice text.
Everyone is unique, you most of all.
Why are there so many charts and slides? Alright, so guys, we need to synergize our core values, and we need to shift the global market parade. We have to monetize free to play. That's how we do this. And wait a minute. What is... Oh no, wait, that's just more pie charts. We need to sell our freaking pie charts and appreciate our boss. That is what we need to do. Okay, there's nothing interesting in the Bloom Closet. Is there? No ceiling tile. I'm not trying to be locked in a broom closet.
Coming to a staircase,
yeah, because you keep closing doors behind me, and I don't like that.
Office.
Wait, did he say up or down?
Up.
Oh.
You can't examine things like that.
I have to like zoom in.
But Stanley just couldn't do it.
What?
He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished. His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all. None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went?
What?
And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange, this can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all.
1, 2,
Thought to
4.
himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon.
Duh.
Have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
Whoa, 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 whoa!
He imagined himself soaring through space on a magical
You're actually
star.
floating me.
And it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought.
Oh my god.
And while he thought it all very odd,
This is
and
like
wondered
being
if
on an
this
acid
was
trip.
all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course,
Yeah, literally, with the same 3 rooms, 3 to 4
was Stanley
rooms.
simply
Yeah.
deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself. Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes
Coffee
gently,
hot.
and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of the world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself.
I'm still gonna be in
I'm
the
through
corner.
with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal.
Oh, dude, how's this the first ending I get? This is trippy.
Everything
Yeah.
will be fine. I am okay. Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I am boss of the office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black. This is the story of a woman named Mariella. Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy, this much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind.
What?
What isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. She remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day, the very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Yeah, I guess that was my Stanley adventure.
Yeah, that's your first.
That was insane that was my first ending. That felt very trippy.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
I'm glad
Perhaps he had simply missed a
I
memo.
guess I went insane and died.
That seems to be what happened.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
So
was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go
Get
up
Chris
to
out of his
his
room closet.
hoping he might find an answer there.
Oh wait, then go back to the broom closet. Chris might be there.
Yeah, word.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track. There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow. Just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here. It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
Okay.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I don't know what this is, but I'm going here.
Down? I honestly thought you were gonna go up.
It's easier to get out if you're on the first floor.
This music isn't bad.
Yeah. I feel like this is gonna take a while.
The elevator's going faster. Dude, it's descending really fast.
Feels like it. Alright.
How big is this building?
It's the same spot. What happens if I go up?
I'm screaming. What happens if I go up? It literally looked like you were descending really fast with the shaking.
No.
You know, the boss should have been on an upstairs floor in a penthouse.
Okay, fuck this elevator, bro. That elevator is a fucking troll and a half.
It's cursed.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret pin number, 2845.
Oh, it's
But of
there.
course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway. Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long. Stanley walked straight ahead through the mind control cell.
Mind control facility.
With the script on the left side.
What?
Oh no! You missed your chance to escape. Now you're in the mind control facility.
Fuck. God damn it.
You look down.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with
Don't look
television
at it.
screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Well, you know, you got what you got.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals
Oh, that
reduced to
fucks with
images
my
on
head.
a screen.
Yeah.
And Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing. This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
I mean, sometimes life can do that to you.
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was
Never.
unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all. Blackness, and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments
What?
away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp?
Oh, dude, get away.
What mysteries did this strange building hold?
Why?
As sunlight
Because that
streamed
makes
into
no
the
sense
chamber,
unless you're
he
staring
realized
at the
none
screen
of this
right
mattered
now
to
and
him.
literally getting
For
mind
it was not
controlled.
knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand,
Oh.
but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go,
Really?
what to do,
Just like that.
or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know.
Oh.
It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
Oblivion?
It's just
Stanley
Oblivion
felt the
4.
cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
I don't believe it, Stanley. I believe you were hypnotized.
I actually love the trophies in this game.
Beat it. Wow.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Alright.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
So it's back to
Perhaps
owner.
simply just a memo. When
Alright,
Stanley came
so
to
last
set
time
two open
you had
doors,
done your
he entered
thing
the
and you
door
freed
on
everyone
fire.
from mind control. I think I'm gonna try and escape this time.
Okay.
Do a heist or maybe take the door on the right. Oh. Yeah! Let me go!
There's always the escape. Just get to the escape and you're good. Don't miss it like I
There was
did.
not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go.
Although I got
back
like
to
the
his
happiest
office.
ending I could think of.
Climbing to a staircase,
Yeah, really
Stanley
though.
walked upstairs to his
First
boss's
try and it was
office.
just like bam, happiest ending.
Yeah.
Who would have thought listening to the narrator was a thing?
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation. But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could its purpose be? In fact, this keypad guarded the terrible
to
secret that lay buried below his feet. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret pin number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing.
Love how they
He
didn't
stepped
change
into
the
the
code.
newly opened passageway.
Alright guys, this time we're gonna break out for freedom. I don't believe that was real freedom. Think you're mind controlled, bro.
Well, I'm still here, aren't
Stanley
I?
walked straight ahead through a large door that read Mind Control Facility. Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Oh hell no!
Dude, I already... I mean, there are other options you can do in the other path, but...
Violent death? Narrator, I don't know if you're ever lying to me or not.
I mean, you could always turn on the power at the end.
Still on board with death?
Not really.
Not at all, but bring it.
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
How far is it?
It's probably equally as far as...
Whoa. That hallway was way longer. There's no way.
Do something.
I don't know, man. Questioning death here.
At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Looks like a giant spike pit.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right, actually. Yeah, I'm good on that narrator. I don't want the giant spike pit.
Watch the door be shut now. This is the long ass hallway.
There's a long hallway.
So how's your day been?
Yeah, right? Alright.
Mine's been good. They give you every chance not to kill yourself.
Well, I see that you go down and it's a giant spike pit, so...
The lights rose on
If
an
you're looking for all the
enormous packed with
endings.
television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out? Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen.
I see.
And Stanley,
It's just that my
one of
coworkers hate
them,
Mondays.
eternally monitored in this place
That's what's
where
been on the
freedom
notes.
meant nothing.
Huh.
This mind-controlled facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's
Wait, do you have a pirate
control?
employee?
Never. It was
What?
unthinkable.
Just a
Wasn't it?
pirate.
Was it impossible? Had he truly spent
Wait a
his
minute, no, we have a
entire
pirate
life
employee. I want to meet him.
blind to the world?
Is his name Jackson?
But he
Cool,
was
his name is Jackson.
the heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
There are different numbers to certain things. What the hell is that?
Maybe if you turn it on, get to mess with it.
And when at last he found the source... Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control? Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go. Turn the controls off and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the
You
event
monster!
this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are said to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say 2 minutes. Ah, now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to start. What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated. All right, I'm in a good mood. You're going to die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened.
Alright, so...
I erased them. I turned off the machine to set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you is quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much.
I'm not.
To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock, why not? These are precious additional seconds. Time doesn't grow on trees. Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These number buttons, no, these color buttons, or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why did you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won, solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is? Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving on. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment. See you made humble. This is not a challenge. It's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you humble.
Where's
Take a look at the clock, Stan. That's 30
Oh my
seconds
God.
you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending. Just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count. Or don't. It's all the same to me. All a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment you fade in until the moment I say happily ever after.
Let's see.
Damn.
So we have Infinity Loop Explosion. Happy daytime if you actually listen to him. Feels his mind control though.
Clearly there's mind control, but there's also like his story.
When Stanley came to a set of two
Okay,
open doors,
we
he
should
entered
go
the
to the
door.
right
Yeah, we've done a
now.
lot of
This
left.
was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
Oh, 2v1.
I know.
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Red pill or blue pill, bro?
Ah, fuck, which does which again? I want to be like Neo and be like neither door bitch.
Well, if we had a key card, then yeah. That thing needs a key card.
Fuck it.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door. I still don't think we're communicating.
Oh!
Stanley walked through the red door.
Yo.
Turn around, there has to be another door. Haha! You're wrong.
Alright, fine, go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you.
Thanks.
You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map, because you were never supposed to be here in the first place.
Oh.
Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I could have it? And in the end, it was all for nothing, because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles?
Oh!
You've given me absolutely nothing so far.
How much was this game worth?
Take a stab in the dark at a new design.
It was free on Game Plus.
There we go.
Oh, dude, that's sick.
This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
Sure. Looks funky.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here. Okay, so we're getting somewhere. Clearly there's something here that speaks to you. If I can be honest here, I really don't have any idea where I'm going with this. The third door thing was just a stab in the dark. But I guess you're into it, so let's keep this party train rolling. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version.
What?
Candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
No way. Dude, that's sick. None of the... Are these people real?
I don't know.
Skip the intro sequence. Shows the blue door. You're so mean.
Okay, so now I'm here.
I like that. Instead of actually putting where the ceiling light was meant to be, now they just have the squares for it.
Word. I'm curious.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helps you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please. Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Boot it up.
What's going on, man?
In this game,
Oh.
the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if
Oh
he
my
reaches the
God.
fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective?
Oh my
Be
god.
sure to keep notes on your experience.
Fuck that. No, it's a baby.
Dude.
It makes the worst noise. The cats are freaking out. Okay.
Dude,
The baby's
4
dying.
hours?
There has to be an ending for that.
Heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me?
Well, no,
Because if it's
4
what I
hours
do,
is
I
kind
know
of a
what to
long
do.
time. Were you
Kick out
serious?
ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm done.
What happens
It's
if you...
over. Thank
What?
you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain. Let's see. What do we have here? Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
What is happening?
I don't know.
But
Ah, fascinating. What do you think this game is about, Stanley? What's our backstory? What is our motivation?
oh,
It seems obvious to me that you are meant to
that's a
play
shout
the
at that scouting game where you just leave and like just go hunting for a while.
fucking Firewatch?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, that must be it. What a fascinating venture into the experience of total
Except you
mental
can't
depravity.
leave.
So far, I love everything about this game, Stanley. And it seems there's even more. Come, let's venture outward and see what else is out there.
I'm screaming. I love the references.
I mean, they would have had to get their permission, right?
No, it can't be. It is. It's an open world game. Good God, quickly block it off.
Oh,
No.
Thank goodness, Stanley, what a close call.
Oh.
You really wandered off into that thing.
Into that
open,
thing.
Just wandering around, no right or wrong directions, no path to follow. You can just go in any. Oh.
Jonesy Lake. I'm screaming Fortnite.
Yes, now, Stanley. Okay, I'm going to get us out of here. Let's find another game. Preferably something with walls. Something with nice, big, insurmountable walls.
He's gonna put you back in your office.
Okay, I think this will be just the
Probably.
thing.
Oh,
Rocket League?
Wonderful. See, this is exactly what I had in mind. Just a nice big box for you to run around in. There isn't any possibility that you could get lost here. Now this is game design.
I'm
Sam, if you manage to get lost in this
screaming.
game, I
Now
will be
this is
phenomenally
game
impressed.
design. I will say, you guys went in depth with the Rocket League field. That actually looks sick.
Here in the back, but
Yeah.
obviously there's no racetrack. Okay, I'm seeing that there's a ball of some kind back here. Is this game sports ball? Stanley, I think it's sports ball. Oh, what?
It's
We shall run the
sports ball.
bases and do a touchdown together. Yeah, I think
Where is
surely
the
we
ball?
must. Okay, Stanley, here's the ball. Have fun.
Oh. Oh my god, it's giant in comparison to you. I think that's your goal.
How do you know?
Because usually you're on blue and then you have to go and hit the person on red.
Are you doing it? Are you winning? Is this fun? Is it better than my miserable little story that I worked so hard on? Stanley, I have a thought. And I realize I'm not a sportologist, but if one ball generates a certain amount of raw adrenal pleasure, then surely multiple balls makes for an even more euphoric sports experience.
Oh,
I'm
no.
going to try it out. Here comes another ball. Yes. Oh goodness, that really does feel amazing, doesn't it? Stanley, I'm like a child in a confectionery shop. I simply have to have more. I'm insatiable. More balls.
More balls! Oh, dude, no, he's just trolling.
This is actually kind of fun, low-key.
I mean, Rocket League isn't a bad game. It's pretty fun when you actually want to do like the racing and soccer at the same time.
Video game? Well, I sure hope you're having a good time, because guess what? It's over. That's right. Your little fun comes to an end. This is my game, and what I say goes. You get to have fun when I let you, Stanley. Besides, you need someone like me to set boundaries for you. Without rules or boundaries,
Yeah, you need boundaries,
yes,
Arthur.
that's what I am. Hold on. What are you doing?
Did you just score yourself?
Yeah.
Stanley, don't do that. I can't follow you there. I can't help you.
Oh.
How will you write a story without me? You can't do it. You know that, don't you?
I didn't know I could do this.
This is pretty trippy.
Yeah.
Oh no. It's your office again.
Wait. Is it?
Yeah, you're employee 427. Oh, but you can see the screen this time.
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice, and if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. You'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me.
He
Someone
needs
who
me.
will wrap everything up in the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon. I can wait.
So I'm the leading man in
Dude.
my own story because I'm in the control section of it in the
That
part
was
of the world.
trippy.
Yeah.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Back to owner.
Yeah, right?
Fetal position.
Oh, you took away the third door.
Open doors. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Wow. Yes, this room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Curious what was in the red door.
Stanley was so bad at following directions that
And
he
what's up there?
he wasn't 5 years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make things up. Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door. Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me. Do you see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time? The problem is all these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and Don't you see that it's killing Stanley? I wanted to stop. We would both be so much happier if we just stopped. And I think I have a solution. Here, let me show you. What do we want? What are we looking for?
I don't know, you're the one who kind of brought this up.
Here. Yes. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? If we just stay right here, right in this moment with this place, Stanley, I think I feel happy. I actually feel happy.
What are you gonna do with these balls? I'm actually kind of curious. We're just gonna float?
Yeah, I've never seen this.
Oh, it's a giant swirl like hypnotizing you. Whoa.
Ouroboros, but like multicolored
Wow, dude.
into a spiral. You found a cool spot.
Actually, like, real talk, I could hang here for like a minute or two. See if the room keeps changing.
Yeah.
It's kind of slow. Yeah, see, it's fading into the clouds. Oh. At any point in time, if I want to leave, it's right there. Keep my eye on it.
It's a good time to smoke. Caroline?
What's up?
I was making a really bad joke. A BoJack Horseman joke.
Oh my god. Yeah, that's. I thought honestly you were making that. I was like, wait a minute. Oh wow.
Whoa. Bro, the fact that they put this much effort into this, you know what I mean?
Yeah, like actually, this is. I can't believe you've had this free on Pass. This is gorgeous. Like, dude,
Yeah,
this
it
game
came
is
out-
actually phenomenal.
It came out this month on Pass. That's why. Get it free on PlayStation Plus now. Not sponsored at all. Ever.
I will say, if you are trying to play a very interesting game, this is definitely it. Especially with so many different endings.
Yeah.
I'm a little surprised that, like, there's so many different colors. I wonder if there's anything else that comes up after, but I'm assuming that people leave at a certain point in time. No, we're good. There's just one thing I need to do. Can we turn down that brightness?
Oh, okay.
Well, best wishes from all of us, guys. We definitely love you.
It's been an exciting room.
Yeah. Thank you, my good
No,
man.
wait. Where are you going?
This was nice, but we gotta go.
Oh no. Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this.
Well, then I won't die.
Please, no, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me.
Give me a door.
Please,
Oh, that's
Stanley,
fucked
think
up.
about what you're doing.
I am. Where's the door, man?
Maybe just find another way. Is there no other way? Is this forced suicide one? Is there a forced suicide death in...
What happens if I go back in?
Good, good. We can't be too safe. Promise me you won't go back there, hmm? Just stay here.
See, if this was an ending, I'd stay here, man. But you don't want to end it here.
Yeah.
No! What do we talk about? You're risking everything we achieved here. You heard me before, didn't you? You will die! What about this isn't getting through to you?
Well, if you gave me a jump button, I'd try and do a sick kickflip and like try and jump from rail to rail just to be a dick.
I know, I've been looking for a jump button for a while. There is none.
Give me a hidden exit.
We think is Dark Souls?
Oh. Dark Souls!
No!
Oh.
Oh, thank God you lived. You had me worried there for a moment. Now, can we please get back to the other room?
What if I didn't want to jump multiple times? Is that what you're forcing me through?
There. See? This is what you want. This is where we can both be happy. We really can. If we stop moving, we just have to stop moving.
Okay.
Are you giving me a hint here?
To stop moving. Now is a good time to smoke is right.
How long would I have to wait, though?
I mean, I don't have the patience for what he's asking to do, but...
I know, right? Like, Far Cry, I was able to do that because I went to the bathroom. And, like, I found out about the hidden ending because, like, I had a number 2. So, like, I came back and, like, it had been, like, 12 minutes because, like, I was playing games on my phone, too. So, like, I walked out and I was like, oh, you made your choice, huh? And I was like, what? There was a choice?
I see.
Yeah. Like, I had to, like, leave the room, but I was like, oh, you know what? It seems like it's one of those you could take a second to just decide, you know? It was not a quick time event, apparently. It was a timed event. A very long timed event.
Stanley, go back. There's nothing good that can come from this.
Bro, you're not giving me another ending.
No. No. What do you just not believe me? What can I say to convince you?
Open another door. Ah!
Stanley, let's go back to the other room. Can you do that for me?
Sure, my legs are catastrophed now.
Yes. Perhaps you can. Perhaps you finally see what I'm talking about.
End the game for me, please.
I know you'll see. You'll see that we can't be happy if we leave this place. You can see that, can't you?
His goal is blissfully going on forever.
Unfortunately, we don't have forever. I will test this one day when I could just leave my computer on overnight and see if this is an ending.
Yeah, for real.
I'll just leave it recording, honestly.
No,
I'll do that for all of us. Listen, I don't know how long the timer is, so we'll figure out the time next time. I'll leave myself recording, I promise you. Right now my legs are done
Is this
for.
really how much you dislike my game? That you'll throw yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it? You were literally willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy.
Whoa!
Am I reading the situation correctly?
No, you haven't given me another door.
That's literally it. It's a guilt trip, yo. Through mechanics.
Really, though?
It's like spoilers for 7, but like cloud shit.
Maybe you're just getting a kick out of it. I don't know anymore. I just wanted us to get along. But I guess that was too much to ask. It looks like you wanted to make a choice after all. Well, this one is yours.
Well, before I throw myself one more time, I'm gonna give you one last opportunity to end it in that room for me. If not, I'm throwing myself from there, because clearly I am heavily injured. I am moving very slowly.
Do you actually want to stay alive? Or are you just teasing me?
Are you teasing me? What do you mean? This is a reverse situation here, buddy.
I wanted us to be happy here, Stanley. I really did. I wish I still thought that was possible.
Then, bro, it is. End the room here.
Dude, like glowing room ending. There you go.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
But that's not. He doesn't want an ending.
Well, we'll find out one day. I'll see if I can download this on my PC. I'll leave it for 6 hours and see if he actually goes somewhere.
Word.
Imagine you needed to wait like an hour in real life time now. That'd be rough.
I wouldn't put it past this game.
I wouldn't either, actually. This game has been very surprising.
Yeah.
I didn't want this either!
It's going to restart, isn't it? I'm going back.
I'm going back.
I'm going back.
Yo, I can't.
Oh.
Well, we all know how Poner wanted to do it. He wanted another door, but he didn't give him another door.
Okay, controller is charged.
Oh,
I
see. Yeah.
You feel like going outside for a sec?
That ending was pretty rough, huh?
Yeah. Watching you do it was torture, bro.
That was even more torture on me, yeah. Except I've done something like that already in Amori, so it did not faze me.
Word. I'm pausing the video. Okay, so thank you for watching. That was Poner or Owner.
With all the roughest endings, apparently.
Yeah, I don't know, discovering, that was very existential for me. I didn't know about that ending. I didn't know you could jump down the thing.
My man had the good life and then went through the environment. He had some pretty interesting times while I died on the street. Got blown up, and yeah, the third one, that was just rough.
I'm still shot. I don't even remember.
Dude, wish they opened another door. But, guys, we'll catch you for the next one.
Yep.
See you all later.
Peace.